Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. Today, I have a video coming up. Stay tuned. Don't push a button. Don't go away. Stay. Sometimes you come here, you get in a relationship, and say you come here and you just come here on vacation, or you come in here and you found someone that just really struck you, and you ended up being with that person, male or female. Like if it's a female coming here for a male coming here for a female, whatever it is, it happens that you just find the love of your life. Or maybe you've been talking to her before. Maybe you saw her or talked to her, dating her online, and may said, okay, I'm coming to the Philippines. Great and fantastic. You get here, everything is fine, and then you find yourself in territory like, you just is not gelling here. You're just not grasping the culture and environment, and you really, within a 6-month period, not really give it enough time that it will kind of gel in. You're not really understanding what it's about and what's going on. We often need to take a look and think about those things, and think sometimes in depth before we act. I'm one of those guys. I'm shoot from the hip kind of guy. If I want to go do something, I just go do it. And that's the kind of guy I am. And not thinking about this, unless I'm planning on purchasing something. Man, purchasing this house, you have no idea. I thought of everything, even earthquakes. But, you just have to think about everything. But relationships, I'm very good at it, but I'm poor at it. You know what I mean? Meaning that I just really couldn't gel and find the lady I want. But here I am good, and I have found Ruth. We're really good. But anyway, this guy comes here from New Zealand. His name is Cole. And he comes from New Zealand. Everything is perfect. He found his lady. He's been here 7 months-ish, 8 months-ish, something like that. And everything's fine. And he's telling me that he's heading back to New Zealand, and he just couldn't grasp the culture, and he's heading back to New Zealand. Now, one of the things I find very interesting in this story is that not only is he heading back, he doesn't have any plans on taking his Filipina. I said, you're married, so you need to make plans on bringing her wherever you're going, whatever country you're going. And somewhere along the lines, he decided, why? And I asked why. Why? Why aren't you bringing? So his story is that we get along fine. She's my wife. I love her, and I'll support her always. Her and the children. And so I guess the children in 6 months, she can't get pregnant. So I imagine it's children before. So he's sending back. So I told him sometimes, Tom, man up, man up. Come on. You're supposed to do it. You just do it. Man up. Take care of your family. Don't leave her hanging. Don't leave and say you're going to do it, and then 6 months you're down the road, you decide not to support her anymore. Support them 100%. So I want to do that. I want to tell everybody, hey, if you come here and you're committed, commit. Do not do it, don't. But I kind of got frustrated with Cole, I'll be honest with you, and it's something that nothing I can do about. I don't even know what he looks like, just other than 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 emails, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, like this. And as you guys know, you don't really get to know anybody. The same thing on LDR. Do you really get to know them on LDR, long distance relationships? Do you really have the time and knowledge? You say, well, I really know who this person is. Well, you may know their likes and dislikes and love and what they think and what they expect. You may know that they're going to be jealous. You may know a lot of certain things about that person. But then again, you may not really know who that person is until you get here and your boots on the ground, and you're in a relationship, and you're communicating, and you have the intimacy, and you have all the bonding, and then you find out who that person is. And so I just want to say that sometimes is something that guys miss a little bit. They're too committed. Now, some will say to the extreme, she's very loving. She's too loving. Well, I never heard of a person being too loving. And you have guys that say, oh, that she's too loving, or this and that. Well, I never heard such a story. There's no such thing to me. I don't care if somebody's hanging off my arm, pulling my shirt. Don't bother me. Or she grab my arm all the time. Has to be with me all the time. Or has to go where I go. Don't bother me. I don't care. Stuff like that don't bother me. But it may bother the other guy. But Cole, I say to you, just think about what you did before you did it, and you did it, and now you don't like the country, or you don't like the culture, or you don't like the circumstances, and he's heading back. So I had to tell the story. I was gonna not tell the story, but here's something also. We lost a close friend recently. First part of the week, I want to say shout out to Charlie B and his family. He lost his fight to cancer, and I want to tell everybody he's actually 59, 60 years old. And so I want to say shout out to them and to the family himself. Charlie B and I, he would come on the streams. Charlie was just on the stream 3 weeks ago. And apparently during that time, we recently talked in Facebook and things, he lost his fight. So prayers to him, to the group, my guys out there, and ladies and guys out there. He will be missed, and prayers to the family. I was actually in shock. I found out just by accident. Ruth happened to see it online on his Facebook page that I didn't know. Of course, nobody knows how close people are to the other person, because listen, when I talk to someone for 5 years, there's a bond. And it's not like talk every day. It's like a lot of you guys know. I may not talk to you every day, but I'll talk to you 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times a year or more. Not on just Facebook, not counting the constant we get through communication to the bonding for the videos I put on, and we talk back and forth, back and forth. Life is very fragile. Life is short. And as you know, he was battling that, and he went into chemo. So shout out to his family. And apparently he passed on Sunday, Monday of this week in Indiana. So he's been buried in Indiana. And he was on his way here to meet his wonderful Filipina. And he had to give treatment. So he stayed in U.S. to make sure he gets all the treatments. And then he was going to head here and be with his fiance. So he was really excited about it. It was something that he'd been planning on, and that's things like that happen. And so I say, if you plan, and don't wait. If you think you want to do it, act. You want to come here, come here. Don't sometimes wait. And Charlie, I'm sure he wished a year ago, a year and a half ago, he got to come and see her and spend time with her, because I know it was very important to him, and she was very important. And so we just reached out. I just found this information out. So we just reached out to his fiance. And I've seen her face. I've never talked to her, but because Charlie P is always the one that I talk to on Facebook. So sad to say. So Cole, your responsibility is your wife and family. And Charlie B, may God be with you and bless you and bless your family and help your family during this tough time. God bless everybody. Thank you guys always for watching my videos, and thank you always for the support that I have. God bless everybody, and I'll see you guys next time on Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures.